Hi guys, Manze, this is Trace Awards and we've been waiting for this moment for the longest time because come on guys, Kenyans, kani kuchachisha, we know how to do that. And guess what? I am with the one and only Bernard Ndong. Would you have ever thought that Minonge microphone after talking to you?
You know, the universe is interesting. It can put you in very unique places, and this is one of them. So I'm not surprised. First of all, glad to see you as well. Yes.
Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this?
Yes, I am.
Are you?
Yes. Let me tell you something interesting with my relationship with Trace. Actually, when I got a chance to go to the Trace headquarters in France, right? Apparently it's pronounced Trace, I think. If I'm not wrong. Yeah. But yeah, so I'm excited. It's good to be on the other side and just observe and see what you guys have lined up for tonight. Yeah.
So what I've been saying is that normally as Africans and Kenyans and East Africans, just Africans in general, we know how to tell stories, right? But we've had people tell our stories for the longest time. And this is that time where we get the chance to give our stories to people, whether it's creatively or musically. So what's your thought on this platform that Trace has just opened up for the whole continent?
I think it's important because Africans being able to tell their own stories, there's a level of authenticity, there's a level of uniqueness, and no one does it better than we do as the Africans. And I think for us to get an opportunity to be able to tell those stories in our own unique way, I beats any other person trying to do the same, because there's a way it sounds authentic. You know, when I watch movies and I usually cringe sometimes when you see them just trying to portray Africans, and they think that we have one universal accent. That is not the case. We are almost 50 plus countries with multiple different languages, and I think for us to be able to tell those stories in our own unique way, that's it.
Do you have any expectations of today's event or the awards in generally?
I think for me it's just to be able to get a sense of the kind of ecosystem that we have in the country, especially in the arts. I've not been privileged to be able to witness it as much as possible because I'm on this other side of sports. But I think for me it will be a privilege, to be humbling, to be amongst people who are extremely talented in the individual rights. It's interesting because people don't appreciate what the arts means. The arts it's a skill. The arts is a skill. If you're a writer, that's a skill. If you're a performer, that's a skill, and it's an art. So I think for me to be in the midst of artists from different genres gives me the opportunity to at least be inspired in my own craft as well. Pick a few things I might be able to use in my craft, and also maybe share something as well from what I do.
So what would you tell the nominees who have been nominated? Because this is just being nominated is a big deal in the first edition of Trace Awards. What advice would you tell them, and just for them being nominated?
I'll draw parallels to what I do, because even in sports they usually have nominees for specific awards, and I think by the virtue of the fact that you have been nominated, that is an achievement in itself. Whether you win or not, being shortlisted in a list of the best, that means you're amongst the top echelon, the creme de la creme. So I think for each and every nominee, even if you don't win, even if you not win the top prize, it's still an achievement in itself being nominated.
Please call me on your show, because you know I play football, I play badminton, I play hockey, I play all of those. Come on now, Bernard. Thank you for coming.
Thank you as well.